Hey guys, what I got? My baby hairs are crazy. Anyway, I just dropped Sally off at the vet. She's getting spayed and microchipped today. That's what's happening today. That is what is happening today. So, and a weird thing happened to me today. So I was supposed to have her dropped off between 7:30 and 8:30. It's not 8:30 yet. It's only 8:25. But anyway, so hopefully, what in the world are they doing over there? Not so hopefully. But anyway, I'm supposed to be dropping her off between 7:30 and 8:30. It's not, like I said, it's not 8:30 yet. It's only 8:25. Well, 26 now. But anyway, yeah. I set my alarm for 6 o'clock. Now, I have 3 alarms set every day. Normally I get up at 7, but today I was going to get up at 6. So 6, 6:15, wait a minute, this guy, pay attention. Okay. Sorry, he was pushing his bicycle. Not 6:15, 6:30, normal schedule. My normal alarms are at 7, 7:30, and 8. Those are my normal scheduled alarms. Okay, well, today I had it set at 6, 6:30, and 7. Which I think I might just start getting up at 6. I mean, why not? It's not terrible. I didn't get up at 6 today and then, you know what woke me up was, I have an alarm set for 7:15 on a different phone out in the living room so that Randy will know what time it is. And the alarm in an entire different room woke me up. Because my alarms on my thing did not go off at all. Not one of them. My 6 o'clock didn't go off. My 6:30 didn't go off. My 7 o'clock didn't go off. The 7:15 alarm that I have out in the living room, so that, it's the final straw one, it was going off. And I'm going, whatever. Now, I don't sleep through all my alarms. My alarms are for me to stay focused. I get up at 7, and then I have a routine I go through. And then I sit down, and after I have my routine, today my routine's all messed up because I had to go somewhere this morning. But I have a routine I go through every morning. That's why I wanted to get up at 6. That way I could go through my routine and I would be done. Now my routine's all jacked up. So when I get home, I have to stop and think very, very intensely of what exactly it was that I was doing. Tell me again I'm not ADD. I'm telling you, I really should type up my morning schedule and put it on the wall so I can look at it and have a check-off sheet. Like when you work in a restaurant or wherever you work, where they tell you have to get these things done for the day. I need one of those. Oh my gosh. So anyway, none of my alarms went off this morning, and the one in the living room woke me up, and I sat up on the edge of the bed, and Randy didn't even know I was home. He thought I had already left to take the dog to the vet because I was supposed to be there between 7:30 and 8. So he figured I was already on my way there because I told him I'll drop him off at 7:30. Well, that didn't work. 7:30, 8:30, sorry. But anyway. Oh my God. I'm going to tell him that. I think I will. I need to make a complete rundown of what I need to do in the morning, because I wake up in the morning, I go in the bathroom, I wash my face and hands. I use the bathroom. Wash my face and hands first and foremost. Then I brush my teeth. I go through my whole tooth thing. Do my teeth. The pulling oil and everything. And then, and then I scrape my tongue, all that, you don't need to know all that. I do my whole oral And when I'm done with that, I brush my hair and I assess the situation with my hair. Is it going to be a day that I'm going to wash my hair or not? Depends totally on how many days it's been since I washed my hair, because I don't wash my hair every day. That's number one factor, because I wash it every couple of days. Now, if it's super nasty outside, sweaty, nasty, and I've been out working and my head's sweated and stuff, then I'll wash it the next day or that same day even. It just depends on how gross. So I have to assess my situation at that point. Am I washing hair or not? And then I decide, you know, also this time of year, for sure I shower, but that because sweating. But in the winter time, spring, fall, winter, when it's not hot out, I assess that situation, because sometimes I don't take a shower every day. I take a shower every other day. Or sometimes I take a shower twice a day. Depends on what I'm doing. Everything's assessed. This is all, you know, I'm just giving you my head space, what goes on in my head. And this is like, and it's not something that happens like slowly. It's like in my head. Like fast. It's fast. So I assessed all these situations. Usually it's when I'm peeing or something. I don't know. It's just weird. So anyway, so I would have to have like, get up, oral care, assess other restroom situations, whatever. I don't know how I'd write it up. But then that in the bathroom though, I don't usually have a problem. My problems really occur after I leave the restroom. When I leave the restroom or bathroom, however you want to call it, wherever you're from, when I leave, side note, a bathroom is that therefore where you can take a bath or a shower, whatever, clean yourself 100%, the whole curl board. You got a sink, a toilet, and bathing facility. A restroom is just a place where you go and use your toilet and wash your hands. But a lot of people call a bathroom a restroom, and a restroom a bathroom, or whatever. Anyway, so I digress. But anyway, back to reality. When I leave the bathroom and I go into the kitchen, that's when my nightmare starts, because Randy's in there, and it's got nothing to do with people that are there. It's everything that happens. I walk in the room. I'm not prepared for anything. I mean, you can talk to me. I don't care. You can talk to me if you want to. We can chatter about whatever. That's fine. Don't start questioning me or throwing questions at me. Like, what are you doing today? Have you decided what you want for dinner? You know, what do you want for breakfast? What, you know, because at this point you're now, especially if you ask me what I'm having for breakfast, or if I want anything, but like if Randy's gonna make breakfast and he's getting ready to get the sausage out or whatever, if he asks me, do you want sausage? He has really ruined my whole day, a whole breakfast morning ritual thing at that point. He doesn't understand this, but it happens. And it's nothing against him. That's just that he wants, you know, I'm not angry. It's just, it really stresses me out a little bit, frustrates me, gets me off kilter. Because I wake up, I do my regimen, I go in the kitchen, and the first thing I want to do is I want to get my cup of coffee. And then after I get my cup of coffee, I go in and get my egg, and I grab my bacon bits, or I grab my 2 links of sausage, depending on what I'm going to have. And then I go back and I grab my bread spray, my butter spray. And then I go over and I put that on the counter, and then I go over and I grab 2 slices of my bread, and I go back over and I put my 2 slices of bread in my toaster. And it has to go just like this every single time. Every single time. And because I'm not doing this, and because my day's ruined, I already missed something. In between the coffee and getting of my eggs, I take my little jar I have, and I put all my medications that I got to take that day in that. After I take my gummies, my 4 gummies, my 4 gummy things, which is immune boost and a multivitamin. I take those. But anyway, hang on a second. So anyway, and then I go in and I get my breakfast stuff. I put my bread in the toaster. I check my eggs, make sure they're not floating, because I get farm fresh eggs and they're not. And then I wash them because I don't get them washed. They're unwashed eggs. So I wash my eggs. I check for float. If they don't float, I wash them, set them aside, dry them off, get rid of the water, crack the eggs into a little dish to make sure they're not weird. And then like turning into a chicken. Make sure they're not that. And then let's see. Then I cook my breakfast. Then I get my coffee, and I get my medicine bottle, my little medicine bottle thing, and I get my breakfast, and I get my napkin or whatever, and I go sit down to eat. Where I eat, I do not care. I can sit at the table, I can sit in the living room, watch TV, or I can go outside on my deck or out on the front porch if I want. This, with the heat the way it's been this summer, not that it's anything abnormal than any other year. Anyway, the heat during the summer is in this vicinity of the United States of America. There's humidity. I do not like it. So I don't like to sit outside when I can't even breathe without gills, okay? So the more further south I go, the worse it would be. I'm not a South person for that. I love the South. It's beautiful down there. The people are great. I love it. However, y'all's air gonna kill me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I've never been down there during the winter. I'm sure it's fabulous. But I'm not a snowbird, and I never intend to be one. So anyway, this is my morning day. After breakfast, after my breakfast stuff, and after all that, I don't have anything. Whatever I decide to do that day is what I decide to do, unless I pre-plan things in the night before. But let me tell you something. Yesterday I was wanting to make sweet pickles, start my sweet pickles, because I need to let them sit in a brine, either pickling lime or salt water. Okay, I have to brine my pickles. Okay, so, well, anyway, I didn't do it yesterday because I got sidetracked by everything else going on. And it's nothing. And the same with a phone call. Like, if I wake up in the morning and somebody calls me in the morning, all right? So if it's like, if I get up at 7, if you call me at 8, you're safe. Possibly 7:30. If you call me at 7:30, you're probably safe. But if you call me anywhere between 7 and 7:30, you're messing up my whole day. I'm just gonna put it out there. I mean, and it's not your fault. I'm not angry about it. It just throws off because of my brain, the way my ADD works. You have clicked off something, and then I move past whatever it is. And like yesterday, I didn't get to take my medications because I woke up in the morning and I didn't get to whatever it was. I got, my mom called, that's what it was. So it threw everything off because she called me in the morning. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. And I'm not, again, I will reiterate, I am not upset by this. I'm just telling you what goes on in my head. So if any of my friends or family is watching this and they want to call me, because I tell them, call me anytime you want, anytime. If you need to talk to me, I'm here. I don't care if you wake me up. I don't care. If the phone rings, my ass will answer it. It does not matter. It does not matter. It literally does not matter. Unless I'm dealing with something that's like life or death. But it does not matter. I will answer the phone. And I will get myself together enough to pay attention and talk to you. So anyway, but my mom called yesterday, was through everything backwards. So I never took my medication. And then I forgot about my medication, because that's what happens. And then I go about my day and I do my stuff. I went out and picked vegetables and all this other things, right? You saw the video. Went and did all this stuff without getting in my meds, without eating breakfast. So I didn't have breakfast till, I didn't get to eat my breakfast till probably 11. Yeah, it was 11 o'clock in the afternoon. It's when I finally ate my breakfast. Still hadn't taken my medicine because it didn't register in my head. You know, I mean, it's like it was done for the day. My brain just went forward like everything was fine. But my hunger, therefore, that happens, that's different. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten breakfast. So I just ate breakfast and then didn't realize I was eating breakfast at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. And then so whenever I was hungry for my lunch at 3:30-ish, somewhere around there, I made my lunch. What the hell's the matter with me? So then for dinner, what did we have for dinner? Oh, so for when it became supper time, see, I had a whole chicken thawed out and I had a whole pork roast thawed out. I also have a beef tongue thawed out that I have to cut that up and put it in the freezer for the dogs. I digress. So anyway, but I got a whole chicken thawed and I got a pork roast thawed so that I could have meals for a couple of days. So I didn't have to think. I already figured it out. We're having these two meats. You know, whatever goes with it, goes with it. So anyway, but, you know, 3:30-ish, I'm eating lunch. And then whenever dinner time comes around, I ain't hungry, you know, because it's only been 2 hours. So I'm like, I'm not hungry. And then Rainey's like, well, what do you want to make? I don't know. We had chicken yesterday. Do you want chicken again today? He's like, not really. I'm like, okay. So I'm tired of following these trucks. I'm just going to go around them. And I'll probably get a damn ticket, but I'm tired of driving behind them. And I'll just tell them, oh, I'm tired of driving behind the trucks. They slow down, they speed up, they slow down, they speed up. But anyway, you see a big red truck? They're big dump trucks. So anyway, so when it was time for me to, when it was time for dinner, my husband was hungry. I go, what do you want, chicken or do you want the pork roast? What do you want? He goes, well, I don't know. We just had chicken. And I was like, he goes, you know what? There's hot dogs. Hot dogs are great. You can have hot dogs. Why? Because I wasn't hungry anymore. I wasn't hungry. So for dinner, when I finally did get kind of hungry, I went ahead and ate my 2 hot dogs. And then that was it. And then it's when I realized I hadn't taken my medicine. So I took my medicine that night. So now this morning, I still didn't take my medicine. I did take my chewies. I did take those. And I told Raina, I was like, I'm not going to mess with doing anything else. I'm just going to turn and come back home. I was like, and I'm going to start my whole day. So I'm almost home. So I can start my whole day. But I got a comment on one of my videos that was talking about the one when I was ranting about the cost of living, costing of food and stuff. And you know, it's so depressing. It's so depressing when I was talking about stuff that we owned and all that. I wasn't trying to be braggish by any means whatsoever. My husband and I have fought our butts. We have busted our butts to make sure that we do what we're supposed to do in this world to have the things that we have. We really, really, really worked hard for everything. We sacrifice, we put, we work towards a goal, and we try to go for it. You know what I mean? It's like, so the things that we have, we're super proud of what we have because we worked so hard for it. And I'm definitely going to get emotional here for a second, because when I was growing up, and they still do it now, your credit score, you change your credit score and it can lower your insurance on your vehicle, and why your credit score has anything to do with your insurance is beyond me. But I mean, it's like your credit score, it affects a lot of things in your life. So my husband and I, because we were both dirt floor poor raised. We were both dirt floor poor. So, I mean, not literal. Please don't take things literal, you people that listen to my video. There's some out there that take things. I'm not talking about people who watch my videos, my subscribers. I mean, but there are some people out there that literally take everything literally. I'm like, ugh. But anyway, they don't understand figure of speech stuff. But we were dirt floor poor, figuratively speaking. We didn't actually have dirt floors. Anyway, but, well, let's just say it this way. You know, all these people that are having their big giant blowout 16th birthday and their big graduations and they're having all this, that, and the other. Okay, I had to work, babysit, and save money to buy my own classroom, if that's even a thing anymore. But that's the thing back then. And I had to babysit and work to have a gown for graduation. I had to work and I had to babysit to go on the school trips, like the junior senior trips to Washington D.C. or wherever they would go. I had to work and save up money for that. That's how poor we were. My parents couldn't afford that stuff. I didn't have Nike shoes and Lee jeans and things like that. I didn't have whatever today's upscale, you know, top of the line clothes. Didn't have any of that stuff whenever I was a kid. We couldn't afford it. Neither did my husband. So here's the thing. When we got together, we're like, this isn't going to happen anymore. So we worked and worked and worked and worked and worked to make sure that we had everything we needed for our children to grow up not like us, where they didn't have to get jobs and be more responsible in that aspect. We didn't have that, you know. We didn't want to have that for them. I mean, and because we wanted our kids to be kids, and we wanted our children to enjoy their life growing up. I'm gonna try to hurry this up. Anyway, you know, so we were trying really hard for that, and I think we did a pretty good job. They never had to work. I mean, they did chores. I'm talking about outside of the house to clock in somewhere, babysitting and stuff like that. And if they did, it's because that's what they wanted to do. And they did go get a job. They used to move water lines, irrigation lines for $5 a line, so that they had some extra money for the when we went on our family vacation. And we went to Kings Island. They had money to blow on bullshit. So anyway, I digressed. That was totally something different. But you know, we worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and scrimped and scrimped and saved and paid and paid and paid and paid and paid until we have credit scores over 800. Now, it's a job. You have to actively pay attention, actively weigh things out, decide what's important. It's a job in its own to get yourself in a position where you look like you got something. You know what I mean? So when you see somebody with nothing, with what looks like nothing, you don't know. Like, we own our house. It isn't a great house. Okay, we're trying to work on it. We got to fix it up. You know, but we own it. You know, so it's like it's ours. But when we were buying out the house we had in Idaho, it was beautiful. Me and Randy's house. But like I said, we worked and worked and worked and worked to get our credit score up well over 800. But nowadays, what does it matter? Our credit scores, yeah, the bank looks at it and goes, oh yeah, you're fully, oh wow, we would loan you money. Well, no problem. But then we're like, well, we like to get this for whatever. Oh, well, yeah. Today's economy, we can't loan you that. It's not okay. You know, so we can't even fix up our house because of today's economy. Given with what today's economy is ruining us being able to do anything. So though our credit score is important, the economy is what's causing a problem. Our credit score is still fabulous because we know how to work We know how to make our money work for us. We work smarter, not harder on the money situation. However, it doesn't do us any bit of good, and it's very depressing. It's so depressing. The depressing part of that, sorry, I'm backing out and moving in, I'm trying to park my truck. Anyway, the depressing part is all the work, the years and years and years of work that we did to get ourselves in a position where we're sitting comfortably and that we can, entertain our grandkids and and have fun with our family. That's all gone now. We used to do this. Now I have more grandkids and they're close by. Before they were scattered all over the place. Now they're all close by, like within 4 hours of me. So it's like I would really love to be able to take my grandkids and do something or whatever, but we can't now because of this amazing economy we have. But anyway, I'm going to get off here because I'm home. I just wanted you guys to know that that's what's going on. That, I wasn't trying to be a braggart or anything. I'm not that kind of person. I was just trying to show you that, see what happens with what's going on in this world. And it's so depressing when you work so hard to get where you are, and then some clown or group of clowns can come in and just poop all over your life. But last note has nothing to do with this. I honestly believe that my alarm clocks didn't go off because God intended it that way. For whatever reason, I missed whatever was bad that happened. So that's a good thing, right? So I'm going to get off here. You guys take care. God bless, and be kind to one another, and have a blessed day. And hey, hi, subscribers. The whole like, subscribe, share thing. Yeah, do that. All right. Talk to you later. Bye now.